Feature Friday.
The freshest. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. How y'all doing?
Yeah, when you guys are watching this, we're probably right now, performing, perhaps. We've already,
knows?
probably at this point, we've already performed.
Who knows?
Maybe they were watching like
We're
Easy
time
Meal.
warping, basically.
Yeah. We had to sort of, if you're watching this is all pre-recorded. But one of the requests that has been happening lately, because in Tawagnanta Halang, I always ask like who one of the judges is. And the main judge is actually Rey Valera. This was for the season of Janine Berdin. And he's like
She won the season.
Yeah,
by the way.
mad.
Crazy.
And he is like an OG composer. So I thought we'll check him out on Mix. Shout out to everyone on Mix. Let's give it a watch. It's acoustic, so it's exactly the type of stuff we love. And he's been doing this for a while. Nice. Ikaw. This is exactly the fucking vibe I needed.
Ooh. Oh my god, the pianist coming in clutch.
That's actually such a good idea.
I love that the piano is not like a proper accompaniment, but it's like embellishments.
That's
of
right.
The song.
It layers. It's just
like the main section here is the guitar, the arpeggios of the guitar, and him as a vocalist, obviously. But everything else is just there to amplify the experience, which is the piano.
But it feels so filling.
It feels so expensive. Yeah. It feels like you're at the really a 5-star hotel restaurant lobby situation.
Pangako sa'yo sa hirap ang ating pag-ibig.
What a colorful voice, right?
Upang di magkailanman.
Nice. And arrangements and everything, all right, dog.
Ay minsan lang sa buhay ko.
Oh, nice. See what I mean? Such a beautiful arrangement.
Actually, this type of arrangements, you would hear more like sort of jazz-like arrangements for
like I said,
jazz ballads and
expensive
stuff like
lobby situation.
Yeah. But it's really interesting. I mean, this probably says something to his genius and sort of to his, I guess, revolution of when he was sort of creating as much. And that's why he's probably seen as such a sort of a figure of
admiration
and authority, you know, when it comes to composing.
It's really nice though. The song itself kind of speaks on its own. Like you really don't have to allow yourself to really imagine a world. The song is doing that for you. So
also that mix set is mad.
I love it. It's so vintage early 2000s. But yeah, I love the also the pickup and the way of the equalization in this era of mix. Well, mix has always prioritized that live sound of in the moment. Sound equalization, which I always think it's so cool because it allows you to feel like you're immersed in that live gig experience as if you were watching the artist for the first time live, which is it's quite a roller coaster if you have never experienced this artist before. So it really becomes really immersive, and I love it. I think it's so great.
He's fucking fantastic.
He is fantastic. Again, vocally speaking, he's so colorful and has such that twang of like early 90s boleros, Spanish boleros.
From
Spain, South America,
South
Hispanic overall. I feel like that those certain disdain in the end of the phrases are quite similar.
Well, these type of voices were very popular in South America as well. Like
Yes.
this type of color, this type of texture of voices.
na sa atin ay may hadlang. Pangako sa'yo, ipaglalaban
So now it evolved to much more like a
Yeah.
accompaniment arrangement.
Hirap ang ginawa ang ating pag-ibig upang di magkalayo kailanman, pagkat ang tulad mo ay minsan
It makes me smile.
buhay ko.
Maybe it's a heartbreak song and I'm smiling.
Nice.
It's so full, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy how much they're able to fill it out with just 2 instruments.
Kailanman, pagkat ang tulad mo ay minsan lang sa buhay ko.
Oh,
Banging.
bravo, bravo.
It's very impressive. Like it's also, I'm so surprised at how sort of full it sounds. With just sort of, a voice and 2 instruments. The piano is such a hack for that, though. It does really, that's why you have so many pieces, just piano voice, and they still feel super full. But that's a really cool idea to, instead of trying to, utilize just arrangements of accompaniment, you can utilize them as arrangements of, embellishment of.
It's such a clever arrangement, though. Like I said, it's quite early 90s approach to
Very. I mean, I do
to
wonder.
music overall. But it is one of those tracks that you can really get lost in.
It means fall in love again, all over again.
Do you see? You can really get lost in that. And I think I'm glad it's not about heartbreak, because I was living my best life.
And people say, like, this is arguably one of the best, like, Filipino love songs ever written. So it would be amazing if, I think at some point we have to bring some of these, like, writers and composers to the podcast, because they will be, I think there will be a really good chat.
I totally agree.
Given the fact that they sort of, they see music probably with a different pair of eyes that we do, because they're so composition forward, they're so writing forward.
I also think they have seen the change of the music and the evolution itself.
I agree.
So you could hear the influences from different decades in their compositions in the early 2000s. Imagine what they can see now in the current state of the music industry.
We're experiencing that right now, because we're like kind of, we're going to see, at this point we probably already have, which is kind of nerve-wracking because it's like in the future, right? But it's the present. I don't know. We're going to see that kind of evolution live. We are seeing like the new rise of OPM at 1MX, like the Sabs, the Jeremy G's, the Angela Kens,
John
Cuelas, and then you're seeing kind of like the lads and the girls that have been involved for 10 years at this point, like Darren Spantos, the KZ Tandingans, Darren because he was a baby when he started, and the new rise as well of like hip hop, which is really cool to see, like Easy Mill. But then you're also seeing like a veteran that's been doing this like at least 20 years. He's been fucking doing this, Bamboo.
Yeah.
So I guess we are, to a certain extent, getting a glimpse at that. The interesting bit is that there's so much more than that. Like beyond the 2000s alternative rock era, there was this.
That's right. Before and it was all like intertwined, which is like, that's what's so beautiful about the culture.
Yep.
Which again, it's such a cool experience overall. And thank you so much for suggesting and recommending music that allows you to dive a little bit deeper into like the evolution of music itself.
Yes.
This is pretty dope. I like that.
Let us know what you guys thought about it, and keep posted, because there's gonna be a bunch of shit being posted from the festival and stuff like that. So stay tuned.